What is up, everybody? Solomon here. I hope you guys are all having a great Sunday. Getting ready for the start of the week here myself. So I wanted to touch base today and talk about the announcement from Ripple for the new regional headquarters in Dubai and kind of go over some of the information in the Middle East here. And if you're not aware, I always start this video off with a disclaimer. If you see any scam ads on this video, please do not participate in those. Now, this is KFAS right here. This is the Kuwait Finance for the Advancement of Sciences. I'm kind of going to give a little bit of a brief overview in the Middle East region. There's more information out there. I've posted more information in the past, but I kind of wanted to just touch base on a broad range of topics here and then get into the actual announcement from Ripple. This is a June 2019 presentation, FinTech Future of Financial Services, and they directly mention and compare different digital currencies here. And, you know, many of you may know, many of you may not know, I personally don't hold really anything that's proof of work with the exception of Ethereum. But I wanted to go over a couple of these things real quick. They're talking about clearing and settlement infrastructure and distributed ledger technologies. They're widely tested as a substitute to the existing clearing and settlement infrastructure. Interesting how they phrase that there. They are widely tested as a substitute to the existing clearing and settlement infrastructure. Distributed ledger technology provides complete and secure transaction records, updated and verified by users, and removes the need for a central authority. Thus, reliable, scalable, and efficient funds transfers or peer-to-peer transactions are possible at a fraction of cost over existing technological solutions. Adoption of DLT offers potential benefits such as faster settlement, minimizes counterparty risk, obviates the need for intermediaries, greater resiliency, reduces the need for collateral, enhances privacy. As a result, DLT is being adopted in various activities, including smart contracts, land and credit registries, and ubiquitous digital currencies. Many Asian and Japanese banks have adopted Ripple for cross-border payments. It is estimated that Ripple can help in saving costs by 30 to 40% per payments over the current system. Now, this is in Kuwait here. Directly talking about digital currency, though, okay? So they've adopted RippleNet for cross-border payments between their banking institutions in Japan. But this is Kuwait talking about this, comparing XRP versus Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Dash, and Litecoin. We can see speed per transaction for XRP is 3.3 seconds. Bitcoin, 45 minutes, and I will tell you from experience during the peak of these bull runs, I'm sure it's not 45 minutes right now. The mempool was at an all-time, nearing the all-time high like 2 weeks ago. Now we've got a fraction of a penny here for cost per transaction for XRP. Scalability, 1,500 transactions per second. And we've seen that the XRPL can scale up to the throughput of Visa, which I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, is right around 25,000 transactions per second. Bitcoin is 16 transactions per second. Ethereum is 16. Bitcoin Cash is 24. Dash is 10. Litecoin is 56. Interestingly enough, in this same presentation from 2019, though, they directly discuss the legacy systems here and compare, some of these current processes with how everything flows through Ripple, enabling instant cross-border payment. And they see the current funds transfer process. We see the Federal Reserve here, U.S. correspondent and liquidity provider, foreign exchange operational costs. You get it, right? Solution offered by Ripple. Instead of holding many Nostro accounts and needing to maintain liquidity in many different currencies, a bank on the Ripple network can maintain one account with Ripple itself and hold just enough XRP, the currency of the Ripple network, to cover its largest expected transfer. So they're not just talking about utilizing RippleNet, they're talking legitimately about holding XRP and utilizing XRP. And then we can see the fund transfers using Ripple here. Many of you have seen these in the past, the XRP pool, correspondent banking relations, and the respondent bank. Now, this announcement that came across today, Ripple's presence supports the Dubai International Finance Center's vision to shape the future of finance. So if you're not aware, Ripple chose the Dubai International Financial Center for its new regional headquarters. And this is Dubai International Finance Center, the leading global financial center in the Middle East. And by the way, this is Arab Times Online. The leading global financial center in the Middle East, Africa, and South Asia region announced that Ripple, the enterprise blockchain solution for global payments, has established its regional headquarters in the center. If I can blow this up for you all. Ripple has chosen DIFC for its innovative regulations, and we'll see that in a second, expansive network, and reputation as a leading global financial center. Ripple and the Dubai Global Financial Center, or International Financial Center, are aligned in their vision to shape the future of finance. Then it goes over a backdrop of what Ripple is, et cetera, et cetera. Now, we've got quotes here from one of the individuals at DIFC. It looks like Ripple is one of the most exciting client additions to DIFC this year. They are well regarded globally for innovation in the financial industry, and therefore they are a perfect partner and client for DIFC. Given our vision to drive the future of finance, together we will advance the use of blockchain in Dubai, UAE, and the region, and accelerate Emirates Blockchain Strategy 2021. Navin Gupta, Managing Director for South Asia and MENA at Ripple, said Ripple already has a significant client base in the MENA region, and the opportunity to co-locate with our customers made DIFC a natural choice. Our regional office will serve as a springboard to introduce our blockchain-based solutions and deepen our ties with even more financial institutions in the region. We feel very welcome in our new regional home at DIFC. Now, DIFC, if you're not aware, 2,584 registered companies, 25,000, which is the workforce that operates within DIFC. A vibrant business ecosystem of over 25,000 professionals working across more than 2,400 active registered firms that benefit from the center's robust independent judicial system and regulatory framework. A global financial exchange, inspiring architecture and enabling support services. Now we can see here that introduction to the legal and regulatory framework. This is the UAE, developing legal system that has rapidly modernized in recent years. Now, interestingly enough, each emirate also has its own free zones, which have limited independence from the emirate and federal law that applies to foreign investment restrictions and customs. There are, however, 2 financial free zones established pursuant to the UAE Constitution and federal law that are entirely separate jurisdictions in the sense that they have a regime of civil and commercial laws separate from the remainder of the UAE. The 2 free zones are the Dubai International Finance Center, which we just talked about, and the other one is the Dubai Financial Services Authority. So that actually the regulator for the Dubai International Financial Center is the Dubai International Services Authority. The second free zone is the Abu Dhabi Global Market, ADGM. The regulator is the Financial Services Regulatory Authority, FSRA. So the DIFC, the Dubai International Finance Center, applies a common law system modeled on English common law. So, it is where they're moving to, looks to have some sort of regulatory clarity more so than what we're seeing across the board in all these other situations. Interestingly enough, just for scope here, Axis Bank also operates out of the DIFC. Axis Bank launches Ripple-powered instant payment service for retail and corporate customers. This is in 2017 from Mumbai in India. And Axis Bank, India's 3rd largest private sector bank, has launched an instant international payment service using Ripple's enterprise blockchain technology solution. Now, we can see right here, though, that they talk about DIFC, 3,485 domestic branches, 4,332 ATMs, et cetera, et cetera. The network of Axis Bank spreads across 2,033 cities and towns, enabling the bank to reach out to a large cross-section of customers, array of products and services. The bank also has 9 overseas offices with branches at Singapore, Hong Kong, Dubai, at the DIFC. We can see the DIFC presentation right here. This is State of FinTech. This, I think, is like probably 2018 or so, but talking about Ripple directly. And we know that Kuwait's talked about Ripple. We know that the Saudi Arabian Monetary Authority is partnered with Ripple. Third, the most complex technology will take longer to mature, but have a much stronger impact. Consider the blockchain startup Ripple, which settles an international monetary transfer between 2 banks in 20 seconds. And now we know on Ledger on the XRPL, I think it's 3 to 5 seconds. but obviously you've still got to pre-validate messages back and forth. So essentially they're saying here, even like 2016, 2017, 20 seconds, even with that validation, because if you're utilizing XRP, it's whatever. I mean, and I've heard estimates up to like a minute or 2 minutes too, but still that's much better than days, multiple days. Traditionally, this process takes 2 to 6 working days. The transformative technology won't find instant global adoption due to many unsolved challenges. However, it is expected that around 10% of global gross domestic product globally might be stored in blockchain before 2030. And that number is a very big number. Now, I did want to go over this real quick. Actually, I'll do this one first. So elsewhere in the Middle East, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, although Bitcoin is illegal, digitization is at the forefront of the nation's vision of developing a vibrant digital economy by 2030. We just heard 2030, right? With GDP 10% on blockchain, and I've seen various estimates with that as well. For example, February 2018, the Saudi Arabian Monetary Authority signed an agreement with Ripple, real-time gross settlement system. So we've got Saudi Arabia, we've got the financial house of Kuwait talking directly about XRP, and banks holding the minimum amount of XRP necessary for their largest transfer. It's across the board here. You can find all this stuff on your own if you want to. I wanted to end with this. I posted today that, yesterday, that I personally don't believe that in the near term XRP will hit, $2,000 or whatever valuation. That's my personal belief. I don't think that it's going to happen this year. I don't think that it's going to happen in the near term. But I did say it won't ever hit that. And I posted below my initial tweet there and stated that, this is all my opinion, everybody. I could completely be wrong with my opinions in this. And by saying that something's never going to hit a certain valuation, I'm wrong in that because I just don't know. That'd be like saying that it's definitely going to happen. You know what I mean? So, I apologize for saying that. It is what it is. But, my personal opinion, I've got valuation expectations for XRP, not even pending XRP utilization and success, purely based on speculative estimations from what I've made here that I've planned for. I believe when the bull market takes off, and it actually takes off, and Bitcoin hits all-time high and starts to surpass it, because I believe that 100% is going to happen in the very near future, that we're going to see alts run on a speculative basis regardless of utility, because it happened last time, it's going to happen this time too. I believe that this entire bear market, and we know that the markets are cyclical, but this bear market, in my opinion, has been very much so more manipulated than the previous ones. So I did see this post today on TradingView. I always check TradingView. I don't take stock in starts or take stock in charts. However, it's interesting to read. Will XRP USD reach $3.50 if Bitcoin hits 20K? And I believe that it's very much so a possibility. We can look at the previous bull run here, and I just found this interesting, and I thought it was well written as well. Again, take this with a gigantic grain of salt, but I think we're all frustrated at the current prices, and we just want to see something turn around at some point here soon. A lot of talk is being made lately regarding Bitcoin's strong rally since early September. Many believe that the all-time high of roughly 20K is just around the corner. I also believe that. However, there is one high-cap coin that has hardly moved during Bitcoin's recent run, and that is XRP. He's obviously referring to it as Ripple here. Why is XRP still consolidating? Why is the market extending the accumulation phase while Bitcoin is marching to its all-time high? During the previous cycle on both coins, when Bitcoin or BTC USD breached its all-time high, February 20th, 2017, with a one-week candle, XRP USD was still consolidating. 4 weeks later, buyers decided to end the accumulation for XRP, and it started a parabolic 2-week jump that ended much higher than its own all-time high. Of course, history does not have to repeat itself exactly as it did in the past, but it is certainly a good point to keep in mind. If Bitcoin breaks above $20,000, it is possible to see XRP above $3.50, which is roughly its all-time high on an average of exchanges within 4 weeks of Bitcoin breaking all-time high. Now, for those of you that have been here in the past, we saw things that we never thought would happen in 2017, early 2018. So for me to sit here and say XRP is not going to break its all-time high, I believe very much so that XRP will, even from a speculative nature, break all-time high. I believe that it's going to go into the you know, $10, $20, $30 range at some point during this bull run. That's my personal belief. I could be dead wrong. Don't invest based on anything that anybody ever says. Do your own research. If you think it's going to $2,000, fantastic. If you think it's going to $10, fantastic. If you have cash out points at different levels, fantastic. You know, I try to be a little bit more conservative, but me stating that something's never going to happen is dead wrong because I have no idea, just like nobody has any idea. Anybody telling you that they know exactly the price that XRP is going to go to is lying to you or has some sort of a incentive to say that. So whether it be a mental or a mental incentive or some sort of a financial incentive, I just try to keep it real on this channel as much as I can. But again, I have no idea. I just do the research that I can. I try to pay attention in this space, and I will continue to try to present news that I find when I find it to you all, and hopefully be a little bit more conservative. But again, you guys do your own research, make your own decisions. You guys know where this space goes just as much as I know. So I hope you guys have a fantastic evening and a great start to your week tomorrow. All right, later.